A lot has happened in this season of Overwatch 2. There was a K-pop collaboration, Roadhog rework, and a Sombra rework. And Season 8 is just around the corner. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have a lot to say about Overwatch, especially since a big guy in a big position is leaving Blizzard. So we'll come and check it out on Overwatch Anonymous. Hey, hello, what's up, whatever, it's your new boy Les, and welcome to a new video, and if you're new, welcome to the channel. Overwatch Anonymous is a pretty simple Twitter page. You DM the account your opinion on the game, and they post it. Obviously, it's anonymous, so you don't really know who the hell said some outrageous or horrendous take. It's time to see these takes. It should make a mechanic where if you miss the dash and swing or vice versa in Dragon Blade, you just fumble the sword and drop it to save yourself the embarrassment of dying right after. Honestly, just give Genji a Glock 19. Give him the Glock from CSGO, so that after he drops his sword, he just pulls out a gun. One tap heroes by using all sorts of strafing. Also, just, you know, give him some bumping there too. You know what, just add Genji to CSGO. Quick plays like Mayhem Light right now, and I find it a lot of fun. You get to play hard, be aggressive, take risks you wouldn't try and comp, and not worry about messing up your rank. I mean, that's just been kind of quick play, to be honest with you. Ultimately, people should be able to not play as seriously in quick play, and obviously not take the game as seriously as you would in comp in quick play. I've had a lot of games where I had to sweat my balls off, and then you find it like, damn, it's just quick play. If you use the Zombie Mercy skin, you're mommy. Sorry, I don't make the rules. I don't get the hype about the Zombie Mercy skin. It's because I'm not an Overwatch 1 veteran is at it. I mean, it's a skin, it's cool. I know like people were talking about it a lot. I've seen it through my Twitter so much, and I've seen the skin and it's like, okay, I mean, it's nice. I don't get the hype personally. You're basic as hell if you think the porn is better than the game. I think a lot of people, okay, let me rephrase that. I just think the joke of saying the porn is better than the game, it's so rammed through at this point now. It was funny, you know, whenever it came out, which was probably 5 years ago, but either way, I mean, that's it. There's a person that genuinely looks at Overwatch 2 Rule 34 and is like, yo, this is better than the entire game. It doesn't mean you're basic, it just means that you should go talk to women. Certain characters are just unfun / bad for the game and should never be strong. I unfortunately agree with this take. There are certain characters that in capable hands can be very, very strong. Whether it's due to a high skill ceiling or how easy they are, it doesn't really matter. It's definitely a base take, but it's definitely a true take. Like, obviously it would be really, really great if everything in this game was balanced. No game is truly balanced. Let's be real. Swords heroes. I just want to feel like a freaking warrior. I don't care melee heroes suck. No shield, no nothing. Just swords, make him go chop chop. Sure, you could have it, but if it's like truly melee, like a Genji type of situation, that hero's gonna need some type of movement and some way to defend itself, you know? Though I think being up close and personal with, you know, something like a hammer, a Genji blade, you know, is cool. I hope that they look at Genji when making another sword hero and be like, okay, how do we make him so that, you know, he's a balanced character, but still has a low to high skill ceiling, like a very distinguishable skill ceiling, where you actually have to practice to get the max value and not practice so much to get to, you know, the max skill seeding like Genji and get, you know, the standard value. They could probably add Kiriko's bomb, to be fair, because apparently she's a master swordsman, so it'd be cool to see her. I think Hog's new ability is the most unpolished rush change ever, immediately implemented into comp or the game. It doesn't even have an outline to indicate if it's a friendly trap. Huh? You don't see friendly traps. I mean, if you're referring to like a Junkrat trap, you don't see that at all if, you know, you're not the Junkrat. You don't even see a friendly Torp turret. Wait, what do you see through walls? You see sim turrets through walls. I don't think it matters. And saying that this was an unpolished rust change is so wrong. The devs literally delayed the release from mid-season to later in the season. And I personally think that the ability is super duper polished. I mean, I haven't run into any bugs, glitches. It's just something that, you know, it's going to take time for us to get used to and figure out, you know, how to play around with. I think Hog's new ability is great personally. Obviously, there's still issues with hard counters like Ana, but with his new resource meter, it's kind of like you almost have to go Ana in order to counter Hog now. With that, I'm also saying, you know, the two supporting the Roadhog, of course. Obviously, it really depends, but yeah, basically, you are completely wrong. And this picture that this guy commented also really helps. I don't think you understand how long it takes to make this stuff lol. 3 months is usually the bare minimum, and that's for easier changes, as this had to go through concept design, concept art, coding for itself, and other interactions with other abilities, visual effects, voice lines sometimes, and I am probably missing some stuff. To add on, the concept section was probably longer because they considered a lot of ideas. Some of you will never know of. Some of that will be used for future characters, or some that will be scrapped, and all of those concept art and coding for them. Things just don't happen long. And that is true. And that goes for any game. even indie dev games. I mean, obviously when it comes to, you know, you're the sole person making a game, it's obviously going to be much faster than an entire team of people because there's a lot of processes like, you know, how this person pointed out. It took time, and now that it's out, they cooked. As much as, yes, I 100% do complain about the time that Overwatch takes to, you know, implement certain things, they did cook with this rework. I know it's a small thing compared to all the stuff in PvP that needs to be balanced, but melees need to be drastically changed in PvE. Give us backstabs, give us staggers, give us anything. 30 damage is nil in a mode with 20 space targets on screen that all have 800 HP. I mean, I think... What? I mean, I haven't played or even seen any gameplay for the PvE, right? Basically, the whole Halloween event, like, they gave heroes perks and stuff, which I thought was super cool. So it's like, yeah, you know, melee characters, you know, they have the capabilities now, not only because of the perks, but they also do scaling for heroes so then they fit the PvE mode. And also, the PvE is designed to be played in a group of people. Like, if you're playing a PvE mode and you've queued by yourself and, you know, maybe it's past 2 minutes, the game automatically takes you into a game with bots. So this time around, I'm gonna say that this is a skill issue, and it's even worse the fact that you're playing PvE. As a diva main, I'm loving all the tiny buffs she's been getting every other patch. I hope she becomes super meta instead of the horse so playing tank can feel enjoyable again. The thing with Orisa, and I'm quoting this from Flats, Orisa is not generally like a good hero, but she's the best tank, and the only reason why she's the best tank is because she actually tanks. Got the damage reduction when she uses one of her abilities. She got the javelin which stuns people, you know, that's useful for stunning people out of their ult. She has E which swallows. That's mainly the reason why people play Orisa, is because her survivability is really good. I mean, I personally enjoy playing Diva. I think maybe that's the tank that I have the most hours on. So yeah, it would be cool for her to be meta for sure, because I personally enjoy playing her. And I don't know if she can become like necessarily overpowered, but you know, it's easy to kill a diva because of her humongous hitbox. Not only her hitbox, but also her headshot hitbox. Like, I want to say if you're maybe mid-plat and above, you know, you can almost consistently land your headshots on a diva, which would melt them. And that's not even accounting for things like discord and damage boost and anti. All one-shots should be damage over time instead of burst, at least for sniper one-shots. If a widow headshot did 300 damage over 1 second like a supercharged antidote, and you could survive with enough heals, no one would complain about it. Ditto. I don't know how to feel about this. Let me check the replies. There's no reason to nerf Widow's headshot, but I agree with Haunter's headshot. No. I never want to hear the phrase supercharged and a dart ever again. Do you realize how infuriating out healing a one-shot is? It's by far more annoying than one-shots themselves. If you're skilled enough to land a headshot with Widow, you should be rewarded with an instant kill. Okay, I've said this a bunch of times before, and I'm gonna say it again. If you have a sniper in a game and you headshot someone, they should instantly die. This same thing that I believe in should also apply in Overwatch, even for Widow, as annoying as that sounds. It's a very skillful thing to be able to one-shot a target as Widowmaker, and people do not like that I can say this. I've been in really annoying games with Widow, and yes, it would be really cool if she could get certain nerfs, but I'm not going to deny the fact that getting a headshot as Widow isn't something that requires 0 brain cells. It's definitely something that comes with practice time and, you know, garnering skill. So if the Widow somehow gets, you know, 4 out of 5 of your team, that Widow's good, bruh, and you should probably think of ways to counter her. So no, I don't think it should be damage over time, and it should stay burst. Y'all hate this, but hear me out. Since Bob is considered a character that you can contest and be boosted / healed, Mercy should be able to res him as well. Ooh. Now that is an interesting take. Let me think about this actually. I want to say no. Here's why. Bob has a lot of HP. Yes, he could be deleted in seconds depending on the heroes played, but generally he has a lot of HP. On top of that, he has aimbot. In an ideal situation, Bob can delete a good amount of the team or at least distract them so then they, you know, move back, use corners and stuff like that, which could give an advantage to the team. Mercy being able to res him off to death would make Ashe not only really powerful, but probably meta. Like, imagine you're using a good amount of good cooldowns to get rid of a Bob, only for the Bob to get rezzed by the Mercy. I have to wait for those CDs to come through, and you lose space, you know, that whole thing. Zombie Mercy is better than Pink Mercy. It's cuter, and it also has the same pink wings, plus the pigtails ruin Pink Mercy for me. I like Pink Mercy more. Like I said, I don't get the hype of Zombie Mercy, and Pink Mercy's cool. Overwatch is such a shite game, I've started playing chess again. Why did you quit playing chess? This is one thing that I've also noticed. Guys, if you play one game very consistently or strictly that one game, especially a live service multiplayer for hours on end, it's gonna get boring. Like some people may feel like, oh, the state of the game is so boring. Well, yeah, sure, it's boring. You could be pointing out good things because of this, and that, but ultimately, you just play the game a lot. Like, play something else. Making Orisa nearly immune to like the entire tank roster is why she's such a problem, and until they remedy that, people will continue to abuse her, and tank players will continue to suffer. Source: tank player. In some ways, when you think about it, like, Orisa does need those things. Maybe not strictly Orisa, but tank, generally speaking, because they need to, you know, tank. And getting CC'd every 2 seconds isn't the most pleasurable thing for tank. You know, there's also Discord, and there's so much BS, man. Like I said before, people pick Orisa is because she's the only good tank in the game, because she actually tanks, or at least, you know, is tanks the best right now. Umbra Hack should let her pull Hammond out of the ball and chuck him at the nearest wall. I saw this other take the other day. Someone said when like Wrecking Ball gets destroyed, let him so that he has like a diva moment, so then he just pops out of his destroyed ball. Have him like run around. Maybe he could do some damage, I guess. Kind of like diva, after a while, you know, bro can just fall again. That's a terrible idea. And yeah, that's the video. So if you have enjoyed this video, then please do leave a like. That'd be greatly appreciated if you do want to, of course. And also, if you're gonna check out other videos or past streams or whatever the case may be, then please do subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated if you do want to, of course. Over Twitter and Instagram, where I'm pretty frequent on, I do have a goal of trying to ratio Mr. Beast over there on Twitter. So in order to do that, I'm gonna need more subscribers over here so I can beat bro over there. You know exactly what to do. What did you think of some of these takes? Were they good? Were they bad? Do you have your own Overwatch take? Did you agree with some of my takes on these takes? Are you gay? And let me know anything in the comments below. And you know what it is, guys. Peace.